You see this guy right here, he is a teacher, but he is also a hitman. Well, he is not a real hitman. You see, he worked with the police to catch people who are seeking a hitman. Look at this clip, for example.
Look, man, I want you to off this guy.
Got him.
A few moments later.
Go, 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 go. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to...
He also catch many other people like this guy. This guy, this woman, and this woman. There was even a time this kid wanted his mum dead. He didn't even have enough money, so he decided to give some of his games to get the job done.
You can have these two.
The hitman tried to get him to see that he was messing up, but he didn't care, or the fake hitman, I should say.
You'll be making yourself an orphan.
That's the point.
He still insisted that he wants his mum dead, so he ended up getting adjudicated probation. Okay, so now we are getting closer to what you see in the title. This is Gary, co-worker, or you can say his friend. You know that after you've been working with someone for a while, you and them get close, right? Just remember his face. We will get back to him very soon. Gary was doing his job as normal, but something different is about to happen that never happened before. The name of this woman is Madison, and she won her husband dead. Many of you might be wondering why. You see, Madison, she's a domestic violence victim.
He doesn't let me work. He doesn't really let me do anything. He has me on this stupid diet.
It started to feel like a date afterwards, as they were having a very good conversation and stuff like that. After their long conversation, she was giving him the money in an envelope to get the job done. But Gary didn't take it, as he'd feel bad for her. He'd realize she just needs some help and give her a good piece of advice, which she does take. But his co-workers didn't like that move he'd make.
She's not a killer.
She just needs to get it together.
You see, Madison and Gary started to hang out and stuff like that. One thing you should keep in mind is that Madison still thinks Gary is a hitman, and she doesn't even know his real name. She thinks that his name is Ron.
You've opened every door for me tonight, and yet you kill people for money.
They even start sleeping together and stuff like that, blah blah blah. Let's skip to the important part. Time passes, and you can say that they are in a good relationship. But she's still not aware that Gary isn't a hitman, and she still doesn't know his real name. You see, one day when they were home together, Madison appeared with a gun, asking him to teach her to use it.
What is that for?
Are you gonna show me how to use it or what?
Gary said no at first, but she managed to change his mind. But the real reason why she wanted to know how to use a gun will surprise you, trust me. After they leave the shooting range, they went to a club for some time. But when they were leaving, Madison run into his ex-husband, or I should say his ex-husband run into her. Although his friend was trying to calm him down, he'd get very angry and grab onto Madison, so Gary pull out a gun. Although he was still angry, the situation didn't escalate it. They just go their separate way. They still didn't go home after that. They went to another location. That's when Gary sees someone he wished he never did. Remember his co-worker that I told you to remember earlier? Gary spotted him making a order. He then see Gary as well, and went over to him.
Looky who's here.
What's up?
Oh, I'm just grabbing some takeouts.
Are you gonna introduce me to your friend?
Jasper.
Madison.
Madison. Have we met before? You just look so familiar.
Gary is now in a tight position. But anyways, after Jasper say a few more words, he'd tell them to have a good night, and tell them to enjoy their weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
The following morning, he went to work as a fake hitman, but you will be surprised who the client is.
You know what this guy looks like?
No, but he said he'd be the guy sitting alone reading Catcher in the Rye.
Remember Madison's husband that they run into a few days back? Yup, he is the one sitting in the restaurant, waiting on a hitman to appear, which is Gary. But Gary has a problem as Madison's husband, remember, his face from the other night. But he come up with a great plan very quickly. He sit with his back turned towards Mike, and tell him to keep his eyes forward. It's for his own protection.
Why aren't you taking care of this shit yourself?
Oh, believe me, I want to. We're going through a divorce right now, and I'd be the #1 suspect. Might be a twofer. She's got this new boyfriend. And if he's there, you can take him out too.
It's gonna cost you more. You good with it?
Yeah, I want her to know why. Right before you do it.
You know what? Maybe I'll throw in the boyfriend for free. It's very simple. You give me the money, I'll take care of it.
Take care of this shit myself.
About, I don't know. Just freaked out. Happened. Hey, Madison, if you get this, stay out of the house.
Tell me this one more time. He's trying to put out a hit on me?
Yes, he's trying to hire me to kill you. What do you not get about that? We gotta go.
Are you gonna kill me?
No.
Then I have nothing to worry about.
A few days after that, when Gary was at work, he was informed that a body was found.
You remember the lady came in trying to have her husband killed that we let go?
The one you were on.
Yeah, her husband was just found dead.
Body was found in Cabbage Alley off Sheffman Tour.
A bullet to the aorta, a 38.
You see where this is going, right? Remember the gun Madison asked Gary to teach her how to use? That was the same gun that killed her husband. But Gary's coworker was catching on to what's going on.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking for the boyfriend. Oh, shit. I found him.
So I ran into her again. Doesn't mean I'm the boyfriend, doesn't mean I have anything to do with anything.
Whoa, whoa. So defensive. Look, nobody's accusing you of anything. I was just wondering if you knew this guy.
It's the guy that ran out of the restaurant.
Hey, this is Madison's husband. Right? I went back and listened to that conversation that you guys had, and
What are you getting at?
nothing. We're friends, right, Gary? Let you in on something. Over the years, I've sort of learned to follow my nose. Usually, something turns out pretty interesting.
Let me know what you find.
Maybe.
After that conversation, he went to see Madison, but she was acting clueless.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
You're looking at me like something's wrong.
Is something wrong? Anything out of the ordinary? You hear about Ray?
That he's dead? How do you know about that?
I just know. Were you ever gonna tell me? You just didn't think it would come up?
Who told you?
Anyways, they were there, talking for some time. She was still acting clueless and stuff, until she decided to confess to Gary that she was the one who committed the crime.
You killed him?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
You told me yourself he was gonna come and kill me.
He was attacking you as like self-defense.
I made a story and they're believing it.